Hey, welcome back. This is Bob, and it's still Valentine's Day, and we're still talking about answers. This is part 2. I have an iPhone 7 Plus. I have the most memory that's ever been on a little handheld phone device in the world, but I still have the same old problems. I'm sorry, you can't tape any more Devos because you're out of space. So I went through it. I erased about 20 videos there real quick because they're all on YouTube, so I'm not too worried about losing them. Well, we were talking about Sam Simon, and Sam Simon, he was the gentleman that created the Simpsons. You know, we were talking about that. And so the thing is that he created three different entities. One was to feed the homeless. Two is to train service dogs, and the third one was a MASH unit, basically for dogs. And so I'm going today to the place here. Here's our schedule, see, and you can see Sam Simon. You see that there? Lighting's not very good here. Let's see. Sam Simon. There it is. See Sam Simon? All right. I don't know why I'm trying to verify it for you, just in case you think that I'm just making this up. But Sam Simon, a really, really amazing man, and he's taking care of this little buddy of mine that I'm taking in. He was kind of nipped at by another dog and ran into some infection problem, and now they're doing a fantastic job in getting him back 100%. He had a couple little stitches there, and so now we're going to see if I can get over here a little bit past this thing here. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So everyone's going right, and it's tough here on Santa Monica Boulevard. That's for sure. Alrighty, we're moving ahead here. Well, we're going back over. Alrighty, so the answers.
Turn right onto Sierra Vista Avenue.
I'm going to go right onto Sierra Vista then. It's like they said. Just going to follow the directions here. Alrighty.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Wilton Place.
Alright, so answers. God has our answers. We have to have the questions, of course. We have to know what the questions are. Sometimes, I think most of the time, we're not in the philosophical, biblical, theoretical, astronomical, just the big questions. We're simply just, how do I get there? What do I do? My kids.
Turn left onto North Wilton Place.
How do I deal with that? And so we're in those kind of questions, and that's okay. That's okay. Wherever we are in life, however we are faced with challenges, we know one thing, that He will never leave us nor forsake us. We'll always have our Lord at our side with us, as long as we want to have God with us. If you don't want to have God with you, no one's going to make you have God with you.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Beverly Boulevard.
So it's so important that you and I, in order to receive the answers, to get the answers, of course we have to ask. If you're in a classroom, if you're a student in a classroom, or if you're just a student of life, I am a student of life. I'm 60, just in a few days here, and yet I'm still asking questions. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm still coming up with new answers. And every day, you wonder, why is he so busy? Well, because I'm applying the answers that I hear. I have renters there at the Casa del Green, and they are. I have a new set of campers, and they're just like, look, lights, pretty, shiny, let's turn them on. I'm a human being. I deserve to have lights. Well, that's all real nice, but, they just run around the house turning lights on, and then they're not even in the room. So I said, look, these are light switches, on and off. I looked at yesterday into an answer.
In half a mile, turn right onto Beverly Boulevard.
Idea of just putting a motion sensor in. That way then the lights will only go on when they're moving. If they're not moving, the light will go off. That'll fix their little wagons. So if they're just sitting there quietly, it's going to go off. They'll have to wave their hand and be a little bit of an experience there. But at least we will not have this challenge of folks who believe there's endless light and power and energy. It's all free. I think they're mixing it up with that guy at the mattress. I'll beat anybody's price. Your mattress is free. You know, that's real cute and all, but no, the mattress may be free, but the fact of the matter is that we as people have to pay for our energy bills. So it's not free. It's like expensive. Remember that?
Turn right onto Beverly
You're
Boulevard.
killing me, Larry. So yeah, it's more like that. It's more like, you're killing me, Larry. So what I did is that in the old days when I was in that kitchen all the time, I had a beautiful.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Irving Boulevard.
And I had all these little lights come out of it. It looked really beautiful. It was really beautiful looking. But it dawned on me. I thought, these guys they're not turning the lights off, and it's in their rental contract. They know on their month-to-month contract that they're supposed to do it. But we're coming right back. We're gonna go to Vegas for a few days. We're coming right back. I'm like, every moment the light is on, it's just like. One time, I'll tell you a funny story. I have time today, apparently. Turn left on it. Okay, so a funny story. My grandfather, this is a true story, by the way. My grandfather, his name is Bob as well, and he, I was staying there at the house in Arcadia, 4th Avenue and, Pamela, right above Camino Real. And so I was there at the house, and oh, help me, Lord. I went into the room, and I couldn't figure out what the answer was. Why is there no light coming on? Why is there not a light coming on? So I said, Jero, the light's not coming on in Uncle Bob's room. And my uncle's named Bob, too. We didn't have we just had Bob. So what happened was, my grandfather, he was just reclining on the couch there, the Davenport as they called it.
Turn left onto North Irving Boulevard.
I don't know why they called it a Davenport, but I think that was a type of couch. And so my grandmother always.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Wilshire Boulevard.
My grandmother had the coolest things to say, I'll tell you. So he was on the Davenport. Whoever says Davenport, it was some special couch, So, but what does this have to do with the answers? Well, here's the answer to that question. Good question. He reaches in his pocket, and my grandfather was a 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", really tall man. Beautiful silver hair. He had hair that I'll never dream of. And so he reaches into his pocket, and with a coy smile, and he's holding a bulb in his hand. And it's the light bulb from Uncle Bob's room. And what happened was that I had left the bulb on one too many times. And my grandfather, he had the answer. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He said, now listen, son, Bobby, they called me Bobby back then, and some people still call me Bobby, I like it. So Pasadena Bobbies, this sounds kind of like an English show, Pasadena Bobbies. The Bobbies of Pasadena. I have multiple personalities now. The thing is that he said, well, when you're ready to use the light in the room there, all you have to do, in
half a mile, turn right onto Wilshire Boulevard.
You just have to come get me, see? And then I'll come in and I will screw the light bulb on for you, and I'll get you that light on. And then I'll wait there. And when you're done with the light bulb, then and that story might sound far-fetched, it might sound insane, it might sound as though I'm so sure, Bob. Like, I am so sure. And now I'm turning to the Valley girl here. I am so sure. I'm so sure. It's like, the thing is that was absolutely a true story. And I told that story for years, and I was in a jury one time, and I told the story, and this older man, he was probably the oldest guy there, older than dirt, as they say, he simply looked at me and said, well, that's not just a story. That's the way we lived. In the Depression, we had 1 or 2 light bulbs, and we could not afford any more light bulbs. They were expensive, and so we would go around. If we needed light, we'd take the light bulb and we'd screw it in, and wow. Yesterday, I was in the same kitchen at the Casa del Green, and I couldn't figure out why this lamp wasn't working. Well, it turned out this lamp's been there for years. All these moths are drawn to light. Their little angel wings had fallen into the actual socket of the lamp, and so when you screw the lamp in, it had a natural insulator. The little dead wings and parts of the bugs had made it so that there was no contact. So I